Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature content on play-to-earn games on the blockchain, such as Splinterlands. And in today's video, I wanted to do a little bit of something new here. I want to do some Mavchat Bytes for this last 24 hours, just a quick summary of some things that have been happening in Mavchat that I think the community should be aware of. So if you're not monitoring this will be information that will be good to catch up on, because I think there's some great information that was shared here today. And specifically, we had an Aggroed sighting in Mavchat, and I've copied some of the most relevant discoveries or findings from Aggroed here over the last few hours that are going to be good information, I think, for the community. The first point that was talked about was the tower defense game and if it would reward SPS, and Aggroed simply stated yes. Now, the follow-up question here was, how will the tower defense game award SPS? Isn't the white paper laid out in a way that all the SPS allocation is already spoken for? And Aggroed responded that the team pool has some issues getting used as we wanted to, so I think we're going to cannibalize that. Rather than give SPS to a few founders, we're going to give it to the community, assuming y'all vote for that. So that's pretty exciting, as you can see Vedev here in his response there, with basically, because they can't rewrite the SPS white paper, if they want to give SPS rewards from a new game, it's got to come from somewhere that's already been published, and there are some team rewards pools that were identified, and it looks like the team is going to sacrifice those and give them to the community as part of that game's rewards, and that could be part of an SPS DAO governance vote, which is very exciting. And this is not anything necessarily new, because the team has continued to drive value to the community here through things like vouchers and other things like the SPS buy for Rift Watchers, etc., etc. So this just continues and continues to build faith and trust in Aggroed, Matt, and the SPS or the SPL team. Additionally, Aggroed said something that I thought was very near and dear to my heart, and you might have heard this statement before here on this channel, in the fact that the game within the game is, how do I make as much money as possible while being capital and time efficient? And obviously, if you've been watching videos on this channel, you know that that is something that we've said time and time again. And what's also interesting to see here is that Aggroed alluded to, when asked about the best APR in the liquidity pools, he said that after Tuesday, he thinks nodes will be the highest. And he goes on to state that licenses have a decent shot of giving out SPS rewards starting Tuesday. And then he goes in and follows that with the announcement that, that Rift Watchers sale should start mid-September. So that's a lot of good information there. And then Aggroed basically publishes the next 9 weeks of roadmap for releases for the Splinterlands team by saying Rift Watchers, Splinterfest, an undisclosed announcement, Genesis League, and Tower Defense are all between now and the end of October, and that's basically the next 2 months, or approximately the next 8 weeks. And he states that you'll want to have DEC, SPS, and vouchers handy. Push and shove, people, push and shove. So he also mentions that sales for both the tower defense game as well as Rift Watchers might be on the same day, and that the tower defense game will start with a pre-sale and Rift Watchers will be a pack sale. And also, when the question was asked, will vouchers be needed for the tower defense game, what Aggroed simply responds with is, I think you'll greatly appreciate having them. So that's a lot of good information coming out of the Chief FOMO Officer for Splinterlands. What I wanted to do is quickly summarize this for you so you could see some of the happenings that are going on in Mavchat, some of the information that's being leaked there. and I hope this information is beneficial to you. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, keep stacking those stats.